A few months ago, Amazon announced that they were doing one-day Prime shipping, and it is already having a huge effect on the company.
Xbox, Twitter, Uber,
Postmates,
Netflix, MoviePass,
Google,
eBay,
DoorDash,
Apple, Amazon, Airbnb,
The Apptrepreneur. Hey everyone, this is Kevin the Apptrepreneur, and Amazon. Amazon is convenient. I'm not gonna lie, it is super convenient. That's probably the number one reason people use the service. It's very easy to use the site for the most part. The shipping is typically free, even whether you're a Prime member or not. If you are a Prime member, it has a bunch of streaming content that you can watch on their Amazon Prime channel, including stuff that actually started on YouTube, which I thought was actually kind of fascinating, that you go from watching it for free on YouTube and then you go to paying for it on Amazon Prime. And well, one of the things Amazon announced was that they wanted to up the game for the Prime shipping. They wanted to guarantee Prime members not 2-day shipping, but 1-day shipping, typically for free for members. And of course, this is going to have like a huge, people are going to go crazy over this. And they announced it just in time for Prime Day. And well, the results are in. And the 1-day Prime shipping is already having both positive and negative effects for Amazon. So here's the article from Yahoo Finances. Back in April, Amazon CFO Brian Olscoff, I don't know how to pronounce it. I'm just going to call him Brian. Announced Olsofsky. I don't know. I probably messed that up. Announced the company's plan to shift its Prime shipping program from 2-day shipping to 1-day shipping. By the start of June, Amazon could ensure 1-day delivery on 10 million items nationwide. At the time, Brian warned the company was investing an additional $800 million in its logistics operations to keep inventory stocked closer to the shoppers' homes. Late last week, Amazon's efforts showed up in a big way on the company's second quarter earnings release. The costs added up and resulted in lower than expected profits because, of course, here's the thing, 2-day shipping is already expensive enough. Amazon loses money on 2-day shipping. And I know some of you are going to say, well, what will we pay for Prime? Doesn't that cover it? No. You're buying way more items than what that $99 or $120, whatever it is. I'm not subscribed to Prime. Whatever it is you pay for Prime, they are spending a lot more based on how much you are buying it. And next day shipping is especially expensive. So, of course, it's going to negatively affect their profits. Continuing. And those costs will keep climbing next quarter, probably as more and more people actually use this thing, negatively affecting Brian's outlook for third quarter operating income. On the bright side, North American retail revenue growth accelerated, something Brian attributed in large part to the transition to 1-day shipping, because of course it would. Here's the thing. The fact that Amazon had free 2-day shipping was probably the site's biggest liability, and it doesn't appear to be the case anymore. The reason it's the site's biggest liability is if you need something now or you need something tomorrow, you don't have time to wait for 2-day shipping on Amazon. And by the way, that's just guaranteed 2-day shipping. That does not even account for the fact that Amazon might take a day or two to put the item in the mail. So if you still needed something like right now, you're going to Walmart, you're going to Target, you're going to Best Buy, you're going to Fry's, you're going to a comic book shop, you're going to GameStop even. It's just, there is some security in retail stores having it actually being there, where if you need something now, you can go get it. But you change the dynamics to, hey, it's next day, or it's only 1-day shipping, then guess what? More people will use it because the urgency to need it is being met, so to speak. So I'm not surprised that more people are using this feature. It makes perfect sense. Is it sustainable? And what about those poor workers? That's what I'm wondering. So let's see here. Long term, the move should move produce to a positive impact if Amazon's early results are anything to go by. So they're just getting started. During Amazon's second quarter earnings call, Brian made it clear that its efforts to increase shipping speeds are just getting started. Quote, "We expect to see a continued ramp up of the 1-day selection and availability for the next few quarters, both in North America and international. International was up slightly in quarter 2, but for the most part, the improvement in delivery speeds will be in future quarters there." Brian also notes he expects the cost of increasing shipping speeds to increase this quarter compared to the second quarter. He added that the cost penalty, the decreased efficiency of its warehouses as it ramps up 1-day shipping, will accelerate because they'll make them. That weighed heavily on his outlook for this quarter, whether he expects Amazon to earn $2.1 billion to $3.1 billion in operating income compared to $3.7 billion last year. Unfortunately, Brian won't break out how much of the expense growth this quarter can be attributed to the shift to one-day shipping. Quote, "It's very hard to pinpoint exactly the lines between one day and other cost issues," he said. Well, of course he's going to say that. They don't want to acknowledge that this new feature is costing them a lot of money. I mean, they're acknowledging it, but it's like, it might be costing them money. Who knows? Investors should expect costs of growing Prime one-day shipping product selection to affect Amazon's bottom line for a long time. When the dust settles, Brian assured investors, we will regain our cost efficiency over time. Yeah, because they want to go with robots and autonomous, so that's what they want to do. But, those poor workers. Like, I'm obviously alluding to, what I'm alluding to at the end of this video. While the costs are rising, so are sales for Amazon's retail business. This is like the positives. North American sales increased 20% year over year, up from 17% in the first quarter. Amazing, because honestly, it feels like everyone uses Amazon, and yet they somehow keep growing. Some investors have expressed fear regarding Amazon's slowing retail sales, but one-day shipping appears to have helped it win more sales that may have gone to more conventional competitors. More convenient competitors. Brian noted that the average selling price of goods sold during the quarter declined. That suggests shoppers are buying more convenience items. Quote, "I think what you're seeing is just a lot more products enter the consideration set for our customers. So things that maybe they can't wait 2 days on, they can wait 1 day, and it lights up a whole separate usefulness for the Amazon site." I agree. That was one of the major points Brian brought up during the prior earnings call after announcing Amazon's plans to shift to one-day shipping. If consumers can get more use out of their Prime membership by having the ability to receive convenience items the next day, suddenly Amazon becomes a lot more valuable. While they're buying convenience items, they might buy other things as well, and those sales could have gone to Amazon's competitors in the past. Lower average sales prices will have a negative impact on Amazon's margin in the near term as Amazon ships out more packages with items that cost just a few dollars. That's right. And that's, by the way, what will ultimately do their undoing. You just can't do that forever. Long term, though, the increased engagement from both buyers and merchants and vendors with, as well as Amazon's improved logistics capability, should help boost the average value of items in each shipment, so the costs don't cut into margins as much. Investors may have been scared by the earnings miss and disappointing outlook, but one-day shipping is a major evolution for the company. The negative impact of the increased costs involved has overshadowed the significant impact one-day shipping has already had on Amazon's sales growth in just a month or so of its nationwide rollout. Yeah, but can they make it, profitable? So, here's who wrote this? John Mackey, CEO of Whole Foods Market and Amazon Subsidy. Okay, so Adam Levy. Wait, who wrote this? Did John Mackey write this? Well, this is an extremely optimistic view. Here's the thing about Amazon shipping. There's a couple things. First of all, again, you can't do this shipping thing forever. I mean, Amazon is already losing so much money on 2-day shipping. Going 1 day, they're going to lose a lot more money. Now, granted, Amazon investors seem to be very, very patient. They will definitely weather the storm because Amazon's still here. And they've been losing money for the good majority of 20 years. They're finally making money because of the cloud services, but for a long time, Amazon was a money pit. And it's kind of funny to think that, considering how many items they sell. But here's the other thing that I'm, of course, worried about. What happens with the workers, the Amazon employees? I mean, they are already working hellish conditions to get items out faster and faster and faster, and they cannot keep up with the demand. And we all know Jeff Bezos treats them like ants. Like, hey, your ants work faster, work harder. That's their motto. You're not keeping up? Well, who cares if you got a back problem? You have a miscarriage, while you're working at Amazon? Well, guess what? You're going on probation because we don't want you to mess up the productivity of Amazon.com warehouses. This is an evil, evil company. And when I see that they are putting like all these items on one-day shipping, guess what? The workers are just going to be squeezed even harder. They won't get paid any better money. Of course, now Amazon will say, hey, we pay you more than minimum wage. We pay you the $15 an hour. You better do what we say, but it's not enough. It's really not enough. Amazon needs to slow the heck down. They need to be slowing down their productivity for the health of their workers, not speeding it up. But of course, a lot of people won't care. They'll get their stuff in a day or so and they will be perfectly happy. I mean, there's a reason that so many articles and documentaries on Amazon start with, do you really know what goes into shipping your Amazon.com package? Because I think if most people knew, they might feel guilty about it and not buy from Amazon, so they choose to remain ignorant of how this all works. Or maybe they aren't. Maybe they don't care. Maybe they see the box, maybe they've seen videos like these, maybe they've seen other videos that the BBC has done and stuff like that, and they said, you know what? It's not fair, it's not right, but we don't care. We just want our stuff. That might be all it is to it. But anyway, I'm going to end it there. What do all of you folks think about this? Do you agree? Do you disagree? I would love to know. So, comment below. Like, favorite, share, subscribe. If you enjoy my videos, consider becoming a Patreon member. It's totally optional, of course, but even as little as $1 a month goes a long way to helping the channel run smoothly, and you get access to my Patreon's exclusive blog. Also, if gas prices are getting you just a little down, check us out at the Get Upside app and get cash back on every gas purchase. If you want to see more content from me that's not rideshare or e-commerce related, check me out at Kevin T. Rodriguez, the Apptrepreneur Vlogs, and Autograph Hound YouTube channels. And finally, if you want to talk to me or other fellow e-commerce people, or if you're just interested in Amazon in general, check us out on Facebook at the Apptrepreneur Hangouts. And as always, flame responsibly. Have a good one.